Now, every single year, a tiny fraction of less than 1% actually score above 300 in JAMB UTME, and this is always now. Last year, we had a plethora of people who scored above 300 in our classes, and these people had five common habits that help them to score above 300. So, this video is for those who really want to score 300 plus, and this video is not for those who are aiming for 200 plus. It's for those who are aiming for 300 plus. Okay, so those of you who want to study medicine, those of you who want to study nursing, those of you who want to study law, okay, make sure you watch this video to the end, because I'm going to discuss with you 5 secret weapons that will help you. Okay, if you cultivate these 5 habits, there is no how you're not going to score 300 plus in JAMB UTME next year. So stay tuned, watch to the end, and make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you've not subscribed already. Okay, let's get started with the first one. Now, this first one is personal to me. Personal to me because while I was in school, I was deceived. Okay, so the first one. Okay, let's just go. Let me not tell my story. Let me not tell my story. The first one is don't be a night owl. Okay, do not be a night owl. Do not study when you are tired. Okay, after a full day of activities, you should rest. When your brain is tired, oblige your brain. When your body is tired, oblige your body. When you start to read at night, you end up not assimilating whatever it is that you attempt to read. You end up junk reading. Okay, what do I mean by junk reading? Situation where you're scanning through your books and you are not really assimilating anything. You're just looking at the letters, not assimilating anything. Okay, do not sacrifice your rest time. Do not sacrifice your sleep. Do not sacrifice your sleep, because that strategy is counterproductive. Okay, it's counterproductive because at the end of the day, you don't allow your brain, when you use that strategy, you don't allow your brain to rest, and your brain will not function at its optimal if you don't let it rest. So do not struggle to read when you are tired. Please do not be a night owl. Okay, do not be a night owl. Sleep when you are tired, and I recommend sleeping between 9 to 9:30. Okay, sleep between 9 to 9:30, because I'm saying 9 to 9:30 because it will help you to cultivate the next habit. Okay, the next habit I'm going to mention, and this next habit, I call it the secret weapon. Like, now let me ask you, just imagine you are tired and you are trying to study something very difficult. Maybe just imagine you are tired and you are studying a course, like a subject like physics. Okay, physics involves a lot of formulas and calculations. Do you think you'll be able to achieve anything when you are tired and sleepy? Is it possible to achieve anything? Of course, it's not possible to achieve anything in that situation. So please do not be a night owl. Do not listen to those who will tell you that if you are 18 years old and you sleep for 6 hours or 7 hours or 8 hours every night, that means you have spent probably 8 years, 9 years sleeping. Please do not listen to those people. Do not listen to them. If you need rest, if your brain needs rest, oblige it. Sleep at night and go to sleep early. Okay, do not stay up late. Sleep at night, go to sleep early. Okay, try as much as possible to sleep early. Try as much as possible to sleep early. Now, the next habit you have to cultivate. Now, like I said, sleeping early is very important, because to help you to achieve the next habit, and that next habit is waking up early. And now, let me tell you, now this is like a secret weapon. Like, it's like a secret weapon that will really help you to kill jump. Like, how do I say kill jump? Like, smash it. Like, smash jump. Just sleep early, wake up early. Okay, if you sleep by 9 p.m. and wake up by 4 a.m., you will have slept for 7 hours, and that is the recommended length of time you are supposed to sleep. 7 to 8 hours. That after having a 7-hour sleep, your brain would have rested, your brain would have stored memories, your brain would have stored information, your brain will be at its optimal when you wake up fresh and strong in the morning. After having a 7-hour sleep, you wake up strong and fresh. and energetic. Okay, so wake up 4 a.m. Now, when you read by 4 a.m., you understand better, you assimilate better. Reading very early in the morning is very good. It helps you to understand, it helps you to assimilate, and your brain will be able to retain it for a very long time. So, sleep early and wake up early. Now, another thing is, when you wake up by 4 a.m., your mom is asleep, your siblings are asleep, nobody to disturb you. Everywhere is quiet. Everywhere is quiet, and that's when you can concentrate maximally. The internet is quiet. Your friends are not messaging you. Just you and your books and your fresh brain. Just try as much as possible to sleep early and wake up early. Try this. Try this. Okay, you will love it. So sleep early, wake up early 4 a.m., then read till 7 a.m. Okay, because you are preparing for JAMB UTME, I believe your parents should be able to understand that you need to read, and they will not bother you with a lot of chores. Okay, because when I was preparing for JAMB UTME, my own parents understood, and I was exempted from some chores. So I want to encourage you, okay, even if you are not living with your own parents, okay, just find a way to sleep early and wake up early. Okay, find a way to sleep early and wake up early and read. If you can read from that time to, let's say, 7 a.m., okay, read from 4 a.m. to 7 a.m., that is 3 hours. Okay, the amount of information you will assimilate at that time cannot be compared to the amount of information you can assimilate at any other time of the day. All right, please, early morning reading is very vital. It's very vital. All right, please do this. Cultivate the habit of sleeping early and waking up early to read. One thing about actually another thing about not going to bed early. Okay, let me go back to it. You notice that most times those of you who might have tried it, those of you who want to read TDB, okay, most times when you're tired and you feel that you want to keep reading, you want to keep working hard, you end up getting your phone and you start doom scrolling. Okay, start scrolling the internet mindlessly because you just need to be distracted, and because you are so tired, you cannot concentrate, you cannot assimilate anything. You just want something lighter, something that will keep you awake, and you end up just scrolling on the internet, and that is not good, because at the end of the day you're wasting your time. At the end of the day, you are not achieving anything. You just, please, okay, being a night owl is just counterproductive. To not be a night owl. Now, I need to emphasize this because a lot of students believe that you have to read so hard, um read to the break, this, that. I'm saying that because I used to do it when I was in school. Sleep early, wake up early, and study early in the morning. All right. Now, the next thing that is very important, they say if you do not plan to succeed, you plan to fail, and that is accurate. That is true. That is true. If you do not plan to succeed, you plan to fail. So you need a timetable. All right. When I say timetable, I don't mean you get a paper and write math, physics, chemistry, biology. No, that's not what I mean. You have to get a timetable of your whole activity, the whole day. You have to have a timetable that does not just include the subjects to be studying in a day. A timetable that will include your chores, the time you set up for your chores, because I know you are still with your parents, okay, or even if you're staying alone, you have chores to do. So get a timetable that um where you have time, not just for your studies but also for other activities. Include everything in the timetable. Timetable should include every of your activities throughout the day. Okay, you don't let any activity carry you away throughout the day. You are preparing for JAMB UTME, let's take for example, and you want to study on a Saturday, and your friend tells you, did you know that the friend of my friend is wedding today, please accompany me to the wedding. Then somebody who is preparing for JAMB UTME, you go and dress up and join the person to the wedding that does not a wedding that does not have anything to do with you, and you are not invited. So Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Every single day is important. As someone who's preparing for a very important exam, every single day is important. Every single day is important. Please, you need to plan your day so that you know when something wants to usurp your day, when something unimportant wants to usurp your time, and you fight against it and resist it. So plan your day, plan every activity of your day, and yes, make sure you allot time for each subject. Make sure you allot time for each subject.